decided to go for a little evening walk, seeing as the sun has finally gone in. We went out this morning and took them to the river to cool them down because it was another really hot day, and we thought we'll go up and have a bit of a walk along the Pennine Way. This is the farm that's at the side of us. That's one of the glamping tents. So we're going to walk up here. Just hope we don't get bitten by midges. Rexy's got Flynn's harness on because there's a stile. Come on. I know there's at least one stile without a little flap for him to get in, to go through. So I've put him his harness on so I can help him get over the top. But if anybody can scramble over the top of the stile, Rexy can. He goes over walls quite easily, so should be fine, shouldn't we? So we're going to go a bit of explore, leave Mark with the dogs, and seeing as I can't watch the football tonight because there's no telesignal, and we have a satellite dish, but we've not put it up. Don't think Mark could be bothered, but where we've positioned the caravan, it's up against the trees for shade, so we're in shade till late afternoon because of the dogs. I don't think we're going to be able to get a signal through the trees, so I'm not watching football. I'm going to walk instead. So we'll see if we can find some nice scenery. Right, we're approaching the Pennine Way. So if you can see this sign, it says Pennine Way that way, and if you was heading towards Edale, that would be the way you'd go. That way is Crowden, where I've just come from, and this is a Pennine Way going across all the moors and the hills, and this path will bring you eventually to Black Hill Trig Point, where I was yesterday, and we have tons of sheep. And somebody's showing signs of, I know the sheep. Come on. I know the sheep, and they're saying, I know the sheep. I've been trained on these things, and these are the white ones that I don't like. These might not be as nasty as them white ones in training, eh? If I don't know if you can see it, but there's a quad going up that hill, and that is the farmer from the farm at the side of us, because I've just seen him moving some of his sheep. He's brought really, I think he's been bringing all the lambs in, because the barn has suddenly got very noisy. I don't know whether it's dipping time, shearing time, or whether he's bringing the lambs in ready for market. Hey, look, it's a nice lamb there, eyeing you up, Rex. He's eyeing you up. Some more up here. Got to go through this gate, haven't we? Got to go through two gates. Oh, they're taking off. Haven't they, Rex? You've not even looked at them, and they're disappearing off down there. Good lad, aren't you, Rex? Good boy. See that hill up there? That's where I was yesterday. That is the start of that walk after I'd climbed up that hill. And I can see how steep it is from here. When you look at it from the campsite, it don't look as steep. But anyway, stand still for Rexy. Over there, that's where I went over them hills. This is the opposite side. There's two like little valleys. Can't really show you, but one goes up along the hill where I went yesterday, and there's another one that goes along here. And we've walked along this second valley this morning from a different side. It's very difficult to actually show you without having a zoom. And the camera that's got the zoom on it, I've filled it. But it takes really good photos, so I've been doing a lot of taking photos. That's why I filled the card. I'm going to have to buy another card for it. Come on then, Rex. Hello, little sheepies. That's his little lamb, Brexy. Look. Yeah, and then. Looks like they do orienteering around here as well, because that's an orienteering sign, and we have come to the junction and we're going down this hill. Hang on a minute, Rexy. Well, I was going to the top bridge, but I've turned down the first path, and this will bring me out at the swimming ponds where everybody's been swimming, a bit lower down than I intended to go. So I think we'll go this way, because we go to the other bridge all the time, every morning, so the dogs can go in the river. We're just above the adventure centre, so that's probably why these extra paths that weren't on the map, and there's the orienteering thing. We saw them this morning, loads of them with little helmets on and doing different activities down by the river. I've just spotted another orienteering sign. Ugh. So it's been somewhere a bit different than I intended, but it doesn't matter. Come, Rex. Good lad. Good lad. There's an orienteering sign on there. This is the activity centre is just down there, and this is the path that we walk up every morning, and there's a big bridge, so we'll go and have a look at it. Right, this bridge we haven't been over. We haven't come down quite as far as this. This is where they were all swimming. We went further up, and the bridge we normally cross is up there. But apparently this was belonged to an old manor house, and that's why there's all these fancy Victorian metalwork and stuff. It they was trying to save the water, kind of collect the water. It's a big collection area, and there's tons of these little things all over. But this is where all the kids were playing, and we haven't come to this part, have we, Rexy? We haven't come. That looks quite deep down there. There we are, look at that. That's a big man-made waterfall. Right, let's see if we can get out at the bottom end of this. You're not actually supposed to come on this, but and that's where all the kids have been playing in the water. See if we can find anything at the other end to get out of it. Found some steps and just hope we can get out at the other end, because there was a gate that was locked and you weren't supposed to come up it. So I hope this don't come out of that gate, else we'll be climbing over it. But I'm actually just had to climb over that wall, so managed to get out because it's chained. But I think a lot of people must go up there because the path was reasonably clear. That's the way we normally go a walk. Whoops, sorry Rexy. So you can either go down there, which is a bit overgrown. We went that way the first day, but we discovered if we go down this path, it just brings us back down to the campsite. So no need to walk and get my legs all prickled. So that's about the end of our walk. I was going to go further, I was going further up the valley, but I didn't know that there was more than one path off the Pennine Way on that side. According to map, that one I went down doesn't exist, so I think that's been made for the adventure centre. They do all sorts up there, so they make all different paths and stuff. But yeah, there was I don't know whether the adventure centre was where the old manor house used to be, but in the Victorian times there was a lot of places made. It's all nicely kept, not all bracken that look like it is at the minute, and there was paths and fancy little railings and stuff all made for the lady of the manor to go walks, so she wouldn't get her skirts dirty, so we've been told today. So I've been somewhere new, exploring, not as far as I was going to. Mark will say you've not been very long, but just in case the weather turns, I don't want to disappear too far along the Pennine Way and get soaked, do I? But so next time I'll have to go down the second turning, which will bring me to the second bridge, and that's where we was this morning, letting the dogs play. I'll put 1 or 2 photos, I took them on my phone, of the dogs in the water there, so you're about to see. Right, so that's it for today. See what I get up to tomorrow.